Hello, my loves. Welcome to this reading for those who have Neptune in the sign of Aries. If you haven't already watched the introduction to the Aries Solar season, you can watch the introduction linked in the description or popping up on YouTube. So the planet in our astrological story represents the what of our journey. So the what of Neptune is our connection to source. So the planet is the what, and the sign that it's in is the how. So how your connection to source expresses is through the archetype of the Aries energy, through this enthusiastic, generous, sparky, courageous, and independent vibration. So when we're talking about your connection to source is different for everybody. So whatever word you have for that, your higher self, a god or goddess, an angel, an ancestor, a loved ones, your support team, the universe, all there is, whatever term you have for that. This is your connection to it, your connection to where you came from, okay? And actually I wrote spirit here, which is interesting because I usually say your connection to source. So it's interesting that in this card I wrote your connection to spirit. Very interesting, different use of words there. In general, Neptune is a generational planet, so it's going to move slowly through the zodiac story and affect people throughout a generation, throughout a Neptune generation. So you'll share this energy and archetype with people born around the same time as you. But what makes this unique and individual and expressed by you is the house with which it expresses. So the planet is the what, the sign is the how, and the house that it's in is the where. So you can know the house that it's in based on your Aries house, which in the whole house system is determined by your rising sign. So you can watch the new moon readings. I'll take you through how to find out which house Aries is in for you based on your ascending sign. And then I'll talk about in that reading what the house energies are, because this is your connection to source expresses itself through Aries in the area of your life indicated by your house. So it's more unique to the house placement because all of your generation has this Aries quality in connection to spirit, but specifically you have it in a place in your life determined by your house, okay? And again, you can go to the new moon and Aries readings to figure out that house placement. They're not recorded at the time that I'm recording this, but they should be recorded soon here, okay? So just be on the lookout for them if they're not out yet, okay? The little link didn't pop up when I was talking about that. They're not out yet. Okay. So for this reading, we're asking our support team how we are being called to act and thoughtfully respond through our connection to source. So if you haven't already, close your eyes, taken a few deep breaths, and opened your heart to receive the guidance most aligned for you at this time. I recommend you do that. Ooh. I'm calling your spiritual support team if I said that already. Okay, I know a card fell, and I cannot find it. Ah, ooh, weird. Okay. Here's your card. The Three of Pentacles. Working with others gives us the opportunity to learn from one another and to blend energies to create something totally new. Look for conscious collaborators as mentors, apprentices, or both. Co-creating together for the good of the whole is powerful magic, and this teamwork and community card calls you forth to add your unique essence to the bigger picture. Remember that your relationships are the base for your well-being. If you are having trouble with others, seek to align in goals in order to cultivate peaceful unions. Mutually beneficial relationships place equal importance on each person's novel wisdom and way of being in the world, regardless of the relational hierarchy. Everyone has something uniquely enchanting to bring to the table. When life paths are entwined, strive to create harmonic states as you weave your way in and out of one another's days. Welcome people into your heart and open doors of possibility that didn't exist before. Beautiful. I love this card for you. Okay, I do have an affirmation to share with you with this card. I'm going to put it up here and read it. I step into the vibration of conscious collaboration. Pause the video if you need to write it down. You should be writing it down because you should be repeating it in the morning and at night, or at least once a day. Interesting, interesting, interesting here. So your connection to source normally expresses itself through this Aries energy, through this enthusiasm, through this independence, and through this courageousness, generosity. And you're being invited to connect to source through your relationship with other people. You're being invited to see that how you open your heart to other people, how you collaborate with other people is a way of opening your heart to all there is. Because other people are expressions of the collective, the whole, right? And so when you open your heart to the way that people show up differently, you open your heart to the differences that the universe has, the differences in potential that source has. So as you connect to other people, you can really see, I'm actually feeling like that you're going to see not only their uniqueness, but also how their uniqueness is a part of the whole. So as you connect to source, the whole, connecting to other people helps you understand the individual parts that make up the whole, if that makes sense. So I'm definitely feeling a connection that you're having to a group and focusing on the spiritual nature of that group, focusing on the spirit of that group. Remember how I made that mistake in this card and I said your connection to spirit? So I also feel like that's part of the message here is like you're getting this energy to return back to the spirit of why you're collaborating with these people in general, why you're collaborating with these people to begin with. Go back to the spirit of that, connect to the spirit with that, of that with others, and that's going to help you move through this Aries season with a lot of grace, with an open heart, with really being able to see and honor the energies that other people are bringing to the table, right? Like he's holding it up there and it looks like she's kind of helping him move like left or right, and the other person's like weaving it into reality. Okay, they all have their individual roles here, and it's important that they're all playing their roles. Without any one of them, this sign, this banner wouldn't be allowed, wouldn't be hung. Okay, so that's the message and vibration and energy for you here. Where in your life this is occurring, again, you can look at the house, where your Aries house is. And again, that's information available to you in the new moon in Aries readings. So you can see where in your life this collaboration is most showing up for you, to get a little bit more specific about it. But it's any collaboration that you have, get back to the spirit of why you're working with these people in the first place and allow yourself to open your heart to see what role and gifts other people are playing for you. And as you connect with others, your connection to source, all there is also being deepened and expanded and really opened up through this. Like it's interesting because your connection to source is usually very independent in nature with this Aries energy. And so it's intriguing that this advice is you're being invited to focus on other people and groups and the group dynamic in order to help you deepen your connection to source, taking it from an independent connection to a connection that exists with other people. It's really beautiful for this Aries season. So like a great Aries would do, go into it headstrong and be courageous in your relationships. Remember the spirit of why you guys came together, and let that help you navigate through any disturbances you might be experiencing in groups, and open your heart to everyone's unique role, including your own. And your connection, I just got a hit too, that your connection to spirit or your connection to source may be a role that you're playing in some sort of group dynamic. That's for somebody specific. Let me know how this resonates. Let me know if you have questions. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors that universal light within you. Namaste.